It will be now 33 Hondas in total. JN Prakash, the 34th Honda, watching from home. They're going to be led by Archie Cannon, who led the majority of the second pre-final. Not because he had bundles of extra pace. It was more through belligerence than a determination, thou shalt not pass. And any time someone did, Cannon was straight back in. He will start alongside Elliot Bourke. Theo Hamilton. Now, this is as high as Theo has started.
Oh, hang on a second.
Hello?
There was a penalty for Ethan Lloyd.
Oh, a jump start. We didn't see that.
We didn't see that. So Ethan Lloyd actually will now be scored in third. Because also there's a penalty for Henry Algar in fourth. So the actual official result of that last one, sorry, just in the micromax, is Lewis Kakulli, and then second place will be Jensen Darlow. Third place, Ethan Lloyd. Fourth place, Freddie Backshaw.
Blackshaw, no,
third. Blackshaw will be third. Blackshaw will be third. Sorry,
yes.
Then Ethan Lloyd.
Now it becomes clear. Ethan Lloyd would have seen that on the digiboard that he had a 5-second penalty, and therefore he was like, I don't want to battle, I want to get as much time between myself and my pursuers as possible.
Didn't work. Yeah, so just to confirm that last race, it's Lewis Kakulli from Jensen Darlow, again, pending other penalties. Yes. Lewis Kakulli from Jensen Darlow, from Freddie Blackshaw, from Ethan Lloyd, from Henry Algar. They are your top five with those penalties we can see applied.
Yes, with McLennan, Wicklow, Wright, Andrew, Jackson and the rest. Here's your starting lineup for Honda Cadet. Can I get through all 33 names before they go green?
Go!
Archie Cannon and Elliot Bourke, row 1. Theo Hamilton and Luke McGaw, row 2. Arthur Murfitt and Jack Wykes, row 3. Ronnie Jones and Riley Blakemore, row number 4. Followed by Arthur Roberts and George Quinlan. Row 6 is Archie Loveridge and Ollie Knox, followed by Ben Bors and Jerry Defasey, Sawyer Henderson and Dino Rowlands. The top 20 completed by Shailen Shrikanthan, Oliver Ratton, Finley Thursfeld and Mason Becker. Outside the top 20, Daniel Barton and Jensen Fathers, followed by Bradley Sutton and Jaden Bond. Row 13, Reggie Defasey and Chris Doshi, followed by Seth Wright, Austin Dowell, Maddie Horspool, Maximilian Mikulski, Ethan Pearson, Joshua Adity, Arthur Barth and Jay Prakash. Whoa! Results.
No one knows what you said the last 10 people.
No, absolutely. It was just.
Why is the leader waving everyone behind him?
Oh, because someone's
in the wrong place.
Has put, yes.
There's some moving
Manchester
around going on here.
There's some. It's the number 28.
He's not in the right place.
Who was not in the right place? That is. Let's have a little look at the number 28. It's always good to. Ollie Knox.
Ollie Knox is in the wrong place.
Ollie Knox had driven into the wrong grid slot. There's Lee Manchester, not one to be outdone by Daniel Ashton. Lee Manchester's got, Daniel Ashton normally wears the sort of the idiot strings that, when you're a baby and you had a toddler, your mother would put them on you so you didn't go wandering off. Very similar to what Lee Manchester's wearing, but that's a high vis. It's a safety issue.
You can visualise 3 strips of him.
Yes. Right.
Okay, we're going to get underway with the cadets, hopefully. They've had a little bit of a grid issue. They've moved them all around. They've been sitting on this line for a while now, so they're going to be absolutely keyed on. They get a 5-second board, and then they'll know that the lights are about to change.
Chomping at the bit.
It's a standing start, and they're away, and it's a good start from second place. So I think it's Cannon who has taken that. Yes. Elliot Bourke and then Luke McGill. Theo Hamilton, Jack Wykes are the ones who got scored across the line, but it's obviously quite random there. It certainly is the 14 in second place, and it's the O plate running in 5th or 6th. So Ronnie Jones, I think, made up a couple of positions from that initial scoring on the right-hand side of your screen. But it is Archie Cannon who leads. And
I think at the back of the field, or the middle of the pack, Jerry Defasey ran very wide. We've got 2 drivers in the barriers going into the hairpin. They both look like they are continuing on as the rest of the field file onto Hangar Straight.
Down to the Hangar Straight. And coming into the first time into the hairpin, and it's all pretty even stuff, but they are relatively sensible. And not bad.
Elliot Bourke's going to have a decision to make, because everyone now will know Archie Cannon likes to lead and doesn't play well with others in terms of when he is overtaken, he tends to go straight back in. So does Bourke just sit there, or does Bourke draw Archie into what will be a 10-minute 45.
Well, of course, the other thing is that the driver who's sneaked up from lower positions and turned up at the last minute is Theo Hamilton.
Yes.
Now, he's starting much further up. He's actually already in third place. So is Theo Hamilton the dark horse for this entire race?
He hasn't left himself as much work to do. If he learns how to qualify, then he will be a menace. McGall is fourth. Wykes and Murfitt round out your top 5. This time, I'll remember to have a look at our
penalty section
to see if there's anyone being given a penalty.
At the moment, everyone's all right. I suppose you're not going to get a jump start for Cadet race very easily, are you? Because they're for nothing. But they come round the cafe corner, and it's much closer than it has been before. We've got a nice train of 5 or 6 carts. 5th and 6th, it looks like Wykes and Mullet and Murfitt having a bit of a battle. Wykes still got through.
And we are yet to see Archie Loveridge and Riley Blakemore, 2 drivers.
Blakemore's in 8th and Jones is in 7th. They're 2 of our interviewees on a lunchtime show, which you've missed, but you can watch again on Karting Live TV's YouTube page and see our lunchtime show again. Henry interviewing all
the children.
The top runners in it. But Henry basically interviewed the top runner in every single class. So anyone with a mental age older than me, basically. That's anyone really outside the first year of Bambino.
Yes, exactly. Well, now 4 carts trying to break away at the front. McGall, Hamilton, and Bork. They're in second place, all deciding, okay, Archie is quick enough for us to push away. Archie's not defending. He doesn't need to defend. And this is what is good. So Archie Cannon, he's not defending because he knows his message has already been sent to his rivals.
Yeah,
Look,
I mean, there's a weird
work
thing
with me, but don't try and pass me.
Yeah, and of course, the thing to remember about this is they haven't even started the usual length of the race, an 8-minute race. No. So you've got this kind of phony war for the first 4 or 5 minutes. If you can't actually make a serious break, there's not an awful lot of point in trying to push anything. Just stay where you are, stay in line, conserve yourself, conserve your tyres, conserve your getting overheated, and just work out what you can do next. Now, Hamilton made a minor mistake about 2 or 3 corners ago. You put him a little more into McGall's wheelhouse because no one's really pushing. In fact, the fastest lap is out to the guy who's in 5th and about to join the orange helmeted Jack Wykes, just in 50.27. He got a couple to everybody, so it's going to become a 5-cart train. I assume there's a point when there's so many people in the train, you decide I've got to try and do something about it because you become under pressure from behind as well as ahead.
Yes, we're now looking at, Ethan Pearson, 5-second penalty, in-race penalty. But Ethan is down in 26th position. That may have been something to do with either Jerry Duffy running being pushed wide at Cafe Corner at the first lap, or the incident that took place down at the hairpin on the opening lap. The top 5 are together. Arthur Murphy is working very, very hard in 6th position to join this group. At the same time, everybody else, led by the O plate of Ronnie Jones, is falling away ever so slightly. Jones, Loveridge and Blakemore. Now, Loveridge is the current British Championship leader. Blakemore and Jones also featuring in the battle for the podium at the first round of the official British Championship. So we know they're fast. Can they now sort of work together and head up to the front? Cannon, a lot of these drivers, Cannon, Bork and McGall, are all competing in the Vera Tools British Championship as well. So there's an awful lot of experience here. But these 6 carts are working in unison.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've all kind of got the memo that there's not an awful lot of point squabbling at this early stage. And to say early stage, we're still not halfway. And it's a case of, there's a couple of groups that have broken out. You've got 34 carts out there, or 33 have actually taken part. So it's a huge grid. So getting yourself towards the front of the grid and relaxed is the key thing. And that's what these 6 have done, with absolutely Murfitt now just about to join them and become a train of 6. Cannon enjoying himself out front. Likes the fresh air of leading, as we know.
Yep.
Bork not trying anything. Hamilton, who I think is the dark horse for this whole situation here, because he's come through towards the end of both the heats from way further back. So my feeling is that Hamilton's the one in that kind of what do we call it, a spearmint green or aquamarine blue card in 3rd is one you need to look at.
We're not allowed to call it peppermint rhino, are we? No, okay, I didn't say that. But Hamilton is the one that when it goes, there's the number 24, that is Arthur Bath. No early bath for Arthur, but a brief excursion. Hamilton is the one who in the critical moments makes the right decisions, where to put his car on the final lap or two. Right, lead change number 1.
Finally.
How long will that last? Well, it lasts more than one corner.
It took half the race, and they've now decided to do that. But the 5 are still in line. Just we now have Borg ahead of Cannon. Now, was that because Cannon made a mistake, or was it Cannon just said, I'm just a bit bored leading for now?
Well, I did notice that Bork then just covered the defensive line, and now you can see Bork defending. He knows that Cannon will be itching to get back in front. The earliest opportunity. Cannon is not as comfortable in this situation pushing as he is leading a large train. And I just think back when I was racing, if I was the head of a lead group, I was much happier being where Archie Cannon is, following. Leading with the pressure on you, that was not something that I coped wonderfully well with.
No, at the moment, they're all coping particularly well in the top 6. There's a little bit of a kind of a micro gap between 3rd and 4th in Hamilton and McCall, but that'll probably close up again by the time I've finished talking about it.
Yes, Murphy's still at the back of this pack. Murphy, blue race suit, that same spearmint green crash helmet. Wykes, Jack Wykes there on the traditional livery Project 1 kart. And I think I've got around to finding out whether Jack Wykes is a relation to former British cadet champion Brett Wykes.
The Wykes dynasty.
Yes.
Now Hamilton's gone out a little bit wide. I'm not sure whether he just found himself, he wasn't convinced he had a position there. He thought that perhaps the up inside had gone McGaw, but he went out for a bit of, it's almost like when the Formula 1 cars trying to cool themselves down, which obviously isn't anything that needs to be done here. Top 3, the back 3 are having a squabble as well, aren't they? The 4th, 5th and 6th having a squabble. Yeah. Top 3 are sitting there going, no, it's okay.
Yep. And again, McGaw, careful and is very, wise and less is more when it comes to passing for Theo Hamilton. He allows other people to open the door for him. He's made a lot of positions up in the last couple of laps of each race, but without actually making any passing manoeuvres.
He's changed for 4th, sorry.
Yeah, no,
happening there. White's fighting. White is fighting off Murphy, but they're actually having a real scrap about this now. Oh, what's the arm up for?
That was a Scottish displeasure. I'm not happy. I think you hit me.
Just wondering whether it might have been a.
It was no Battenberg flags. I'm looking at the marshal post.
So his arm went up. Nothing happened, and Cannon remains in 2nd place. Hamilton certainly the top 3 are giving it a go at breaking away.
They are indeed. It's not. It's 3 minutes to go. But this is now normally where we'll see. Well, give it another minute and it'll be hammer time.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. Sorry. But absolutely, they are now trying to make it 2 groups of 3. And I can see there's kind of Wykes and McGill are waving at each other because they're swapping positions as well. I don't know if Wykes is trying to get himself into 4th, but they are. The top 3 now have a semi-break, 7/10 of a second. Hamilton just slightly a little bit off the back of them in the we're calling it spearmint green. A spearmint green machine, but they are. Then he's the advantage of being the 3rd in the group, and he went wide there, and that cost him 1/10 or 2.
And 2 things: Archie Loveridge is not completely out of the reckoning in 7th position, and the second thing is that we're going to approach lapped traffic. Now, the marshals here, the Orange Army, have been doing a sterling job with the blue flags on the occasions that they have needed to use it. But the driver who is crossing the line now, is that...
yes, don't press my computer.
I was looking for... it's Arthur Bath.
Who's had that problem earlier,
yes,
hasn't
he? He's about to get swallowed up by the leaders. Here they come. There's a freight train coming. Bath at the exit of the hairpin.
Oh, he's going to trip them up. He's going to trip them up.
This is the worst place. And Arthur, good driving.
Well, he managed to keep out of it there. I mean, there's never a good place to be met by several faster cars. It has exacerbated the split between the 2 3s. We definitely have now a top 3.
Yep.
Theo Hamilton, who's been in 3rd the entire race, Bork and Cannon, who've swapped 1st and 2nd once about 3 minutes ago. 1:05 to go, so 3 more laps. Not even 4 actually. No, 3 more laps. 3 more laps.
Yes, 3 to go. They'll be the start of the penultimate lap next time around.
So if they can do their maths, which I just almost couldn't a second ago, you need to know what you're going to do. They are just gapping Hamilton now. It's almost like Bork and Cannon have found an extra gear, and suddenly there was a bit of fresh air, and Hamilton needs to close it up really quickly, or he's going to blow any chance he's going to win in this final.
What the lapped kart did do was he allowed Archie Loveridge to catch the battle over fourth position. So we've got these three battling for the race lead, and four more drivers battling for fourth place. Wykes, McGaul, Murfitt and Loveridge. Blakemore is 8th, Knox 9th and George Quinlan is 10th. Ronnie Jones has slipped back to 11th, Ben Bowles, Arthur Roberts and the rest. 10 seconds to go.
2 laps to go, and look over the shoulder there by Bork. Cannon follows him round. This is kind of a little bit of gap to Hamilton, but I'm just wondering whether that's the gap that Theo actually wants it to be, because he's not seem panicking about it. But now they're going side by side, thinking about it, going into hairpin for the penultimate time. It is now Hamilton time, as they say. He's looking to make his move. He's done it the last couple of laps before. The overhand are probably not going to work, because the three-kart situation has kind of blocked him slightly. Looking across the track and then blocking it all the way through, not illegally. Elliot Bork was drifting. He wasn't trying to do it block, just getting that line, preventing a chance for Cannon to come past. But now, going into the hairpin, that's a great chance to get by.
Yes, defences are stout and watertight from Elliot Bork at the moment. And he's going to hug that inside line. We haven't had a Slim Shady today. That's a full round the outside. I think someone's going to have to try and pull one off if they're going to win this Honda Cadet race, because Bork looks like he is not for moving.
They cost themselves half a second with that argument during that lap, so we can see the 4, 5, 6, 7 catching up. I think with this final lap, there's not much chance. Now, will Hamilton try and make a move into the hairpin? He didn't really do any good last time. No, they're all queuing up. Hamilton pops out. He's trying to get tight, but he just can't, because there's kind of 3 positions there, and what he wants to do is being blocked by Cannon, and now Cannon is finding himself right on the head of Bork. Bork now, last time round the Bruno chicane, they head down the hangar corner for the last time.
And as Bork defends, McGaul, Wykes, Loveridge and Murfitt close in. 1 corner to go. Can Archie Cannon find a gap? Yes, he can.
Oh, and Hamilton's come through. Hamilton's made the most of the other 2 arguing, and Hamilton's going to take the win. And I should have put a bet on it. I actually got it right.
That is the 3rd time in 3 races that Theo Hamilton has put himself in the right place at the right time when it matters most. And in the most important lap of the day,
so they came in,
Hamilton gets it right.
It looked like Cannon was going to get this. He was going to ease Bork out, everything going well, but he went a little bit wide. And hello, thank you very much. And Theo Hamilton takes the win. It's Elliot Bork who ends up dropping to 3rd. Archie Cannon is 2nd. Can't see there's any. No, there don't appear to be any more penalties knocking about. Then it's Luke McGaul, Jack White, Arthur Murfitt, Archie Loveridge, Riley Blakemore in 8th. Ollie Knox, George Quinlan is 10th, then Arthur Roberts, Dino Rowlands, Dan Bowes, Shaylin, Shrikithan. Good run by the young lad there. He's beaten his teammate. Ronnie Jones was 15th, Shaylin was 14th. Then Oliver Ratton, Mason Baker, Finley Thursfield, Dan Barton, Jensen Fathers. I'll leave the rest because there's a couple of penalties that may adjust that. That's top 20. But there you have 11 and a half minutes of and then you have an explosion in the last 45 seconds or so, and a winner who I predicted, and I'm literally not letting that one go at any point because it's so damn unlikely.